It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Well, good morning. How are you guys? Let me turn my chair so I can face you guys. Good morning. How is everyone today? It's an exciting day because we're getting ready for another road trip today. I'm going solo this time. Gilio, unfortunately, he is on a business trip, so he can't join me. But he's given me his blessings, and I am traveling from San Francisco down to Palm Springs. I have a very dear friend down there. Some of you may recall we stopped there on our Sedona trip. We stopped down at Palm Springs to visit my friend. So I'm going to go back down and just spend the weekend. So it's going to be a quick uh, all day drive down there. And because it's going to take like 7 or 8 hours. And the weather, I don't know, they actually are forecasting get this blizzard conditions in LA, which hasn't happened since 1989. So I've got to go up over the grapevine and they say to maybe expect snow, which is just crazy, unheard of. But I'm from Quebec, and so I'm used to snow. Just hopefully other drivers are safe as well. But you're going to go along with me today as we make that trip. So we have to, as we always do, we have to prepare for the trip. So we're going to have to fill up the propane because I've been using the RV almost daily, and we're getting low on propane. And if it's going to be cold down there, then I want to have enough propane to keep warm. And we're going to fill up with gas, and then we're getting our food drop in from Home Chef today. I always time it so that the food deliveries occur on Thursday because we oftentimes travel on Friday, starting our travels on Friday and then go through the weekend and the next week. So it's coming today. Some really good stuff. I can't wait to share with you some of the cooking we're going to do. Oh, some of it looks really good. One of the dishes is a Filipino dish. So we're going to try that out in honor of Giulio because he can't join us. The first thing that we need to do is go get the gas and the propane. So let's go get that done. Let's get it out of the way, and then we can carry on with the rest of our trip. All right. And you saw me tidy up in here. I always have to keep the floors clean. It's such a small space that, and that little brush and broom is perfect for that. It's just enough. It's small enough, and you can clean it really easily, and it doesn't take up a lot of space. But I don't like, especially when you get into the bed. I don't like any type of little grit or anything like that getting up into the bed. So I'm a little fastidious about making sure the floors are clean and everything's clean, so you're not tracking any stuff up into the bed and stuff like that. So anyway, you saw some of my neuroses. It's okay. I'm okay with it. You guys are all loving and supportive, so I'm more than willing to show you, open my kimono a little bit and show you some of my neuroses. All right, let's get this show on the road and let us go get filled up and get some propane. Okay, we're all warmed up and ready. You know what? See, got to go through my checklist. The flowers are going to roll around. I got to put them in someplace. These flowers, I have had these all the way. Look at these. I have had these all the way from episode 6, Fancy. And they're still, okay, they're looking a little peaked. Grant you that. I'm going to get some new ones on this trip. But look at that. They're still, they're still looking okay. Anyway, we cannot have them rolling around. and especially the vase. I don't want the vase to break. So I put them in the refrigerator. It's fine. I like it a little cooler. All right, now we're ready to go. Here we go. Always make sure no one's coming. So I pull her out. Luckily on this road, there's not a lot of traffic. I'm so excited. I get so excited when we go on road trips. It's so fun to me. I'm sad that Giulio's not with us. I am. But I know he wants me to, go and have a good time. But I get so excited when we go on road trips. I just love taking the RV out. It doesn't have to be a big trip for me. Yeah, so going out on the road again. I was going to get the RV washed, but you know what? It's going to rain tonight. It's going to rain tomorrow. And so I think it's going to rain down in Palm Springs as well. So I think I'm just going to wash the windows. That's about it. I'm not going to really wash the whole van down. Not worth it. Not when it's raining. Okay, making our way to our regular propane filling station with Mr. Curmudgeony. And we'll see today, it's a roll of the dice. If his boss is there, he's going to be the friendliest guy in the world. And if his boss isn't there, it's a coin toss as to whether or not he'll even feel like filling us up. So let's see. It's part of the adventure. Okay, we are here. I'm going to go in and see if they will fill me up. I don't know how much propane's actually in the tank because the gauge again says 0, but I don't think it's at 0. But anyway, we'll see if he'll fill it up. Yeah, he was in a good mood today, so that's good. His boss must be here. Okay, we are back and we have successfully filled the tanks. We filled the propane tank. Propane tank took 3.2 gallons, so it still needs calibration. I think I'm going to wait until the weather warms up because temperature will affect the calibration, especially if you, which I did do, if you try to calibrate it right after filling up, the tanks are really cold because the gas has expanded as it went into the tank. So I'm going to try when the weather's a little bit warmer, and also I'm not sure if I was level when I calibrated the tank. So it's better. The tank this time is much better than it was before, but it's still not quite precise enough for me. So anyway, the propane tanks are filled, and now we just have to wait for the food to drop, which should be any moment. And then we're going to do a walk around of the RV. And I think I need to clean the windows, clean the mirrors, and I always like to clean the cameras. Yeah, and then I think that's it. We're ready to go. So let's go around and do a walk around the RV. Nice and clean. Right there, and we're just going to get that as well. Okay, I just saw the delivery van drive past, and he just delivered our meal drop from Home Chef. So let's go out and get it, and let's find out what meals we have for the trip. It's a big one. We got extra meals for the trip, so it came in a bigger box. All right. Let's see what we got. Ooh. Okay, let's see here. Let me show you what we got. We're going to be eating well this trip, okay? Okay, let's show you here. So can you see that okay? So this one is a salmon, New England style salmon and corn chowder. All right. This one is Korean styled fried chicken. That looks delicious. I can't wait to do that one. And then we have cranberry thyme chicken. See that one? Cranberry thyme chicken. And we have, this is the one, I'm doing this because I missed Giulio on the trip, so this will remind me of him. This is Filipino style pork rolls. Those look good. And these are smoky sloppy Joe lettuce cups. Those look good too, don't they? So we're gonna make some of these meals on the trip. Let's get it all put in the refrigerator. Okay, let's do that. Okay, we've got the food loaded up, and I cleaned all the windows and the mirrors and the cameras. The weather has turned really foul on us. Let me show you the what's happening right now. Okay, so this is what we're facing right now with this unprecedented California winter storm, which is affecting almost all of California. The navigation cannot find a route because the highways are closed due to the snow. So I'm gonna call my final destination and find out what we should do, but that's unfortunate. I was really hoping to make this trip today. We might have to switch it up and do something else. Let's see. Yeah, so as you can see, I mean, it's really dicey if we're going to make it down to our destination. The weather is so bad along all of California. The Maps app just keeps on closing routes and saying they can't find a way to get there. So right now it's recommending that I take Highway 101, which is kind of along the coast. It doesn't go through a lot of mountainous areas, so it shouldn't be snowed in. But it is going to add 2 hours to our drive, and we're already leaving an hour late. So it's not anticipating that we get there until around 9 o'clock. And the way that I drive, and we're going to hit LA traffic, honestly, I would be surprised if we get in before 10 or 11 o'clock at night. But if I get too tired, then I'm going to pull over so we are safe. And we're just going to take it easy and have a nice drive down there. So let's get the show on the road. I can't wait. Guys don't know how unusual this is for us in California, at least not in the mountains in the Bay Area and LA, to have snow on our peaks. Maybe the Sierras, yes, but not on our local foothills. Okay, just wanted to show you guys. We're about, I don't know, 150 to, I don't know, not quite 200 miles into our trip. And a lot of traffic in the Bay Area, but going 60 and we're getting 70 miles per gallon. You can see we're actually right now well over that on this straightaway, so I anticipate it's going to continue to go up, but that's not bad actually, considering. And at least the rain has stopped. Well, we have been traveling for, let's see, I think about 4 hours, maybe. And we're not halfway through yet. We still have 5 hours and 44 minutes to go. I've been chatting with Giulio, who's in San Francisco. I just told him that I miss him because, when we're on long road trips like this, he's always so good. He'll go back while we're driving into the galley and he'll make little snacks for us and bring up to the cab here, like little snack bowls and stuff like that. And I don't have that, and I don't want to pull over because As it is, I'm already going to be arriving late. It says 8:30, and I have to make dinner at 5. So no matter what, I'm pulling over at 5 because my fasting begins at 6. So I got to make dinner and eat it by 6 o'clock. So that's going to be an hour out. So, I mean, at this rate, I'm probably not getting in until 10, 11. So I'm just going to make a decision if after dinner, I'm just going to find a little place to camp, within like 2 hours of my destination so that I can, not have to push it tonight and get a good night's rest and then get up bright and early and make it there and then go to breakfast around 10 o'clock, break my fast with them. So anyways, we'll see. I'm just playing it all by ear. It's okay. That's what I like about traveling in your Class B van is you can play it by ear. You don't have to necessarily have a campground spot or something like that you need to show up to at a certain hour. You can just play it by ear. So going to take advantage of that freedom and see how we feel later on. Okay, there was just a digital sign over the highway as we're coming up to Highway 46 that cut over to Highway 5. And the sign said basically, the Grapevine is the big Highway 5 goes up over the hills there. It goes up to like 3,000 or 4,000 feet altitude, or maybe higher. And they say it's closed because of the snow and to use an alternate route. Yeah, so there's a bunch of traffic backed up on 101, I think, because everyone's cutting back over from Highway 5 since you can't get to LA. So as you can see out the window here, there's just a ton of, usually this part of 101, we're at Paso Robles, is, you just fly through it. Like there's not a lot of traffic because we're kind of in the middle. We're in Central California. We're about, 3 hours from San Francisco, 3 hours from LA. So because I've been driving all day, I need to get to a place that I can get a good night's rest. And that's not going to be boondocking on the street somewhere because I won't sleep well. I'll be worried someone's going to knock on the window, a police officer or something. So I need to either be at a rest stop or I need to go to a campground. So, all right, let me noodle this for a second. I know that I have to stay on Highway 101. Let me figure out if I'm going to just pull over up here shortly, just take a break, get my bearings, figure out what my plan is, eat some snacks, have a cup of tea. Oh, now that I'm talking, saying it out loud, all that sounds really good. So maybe that's what I do since I'm not going to be showing up tonight anyway. Maybe that's what I do. Okay, I'll check in with you after I've noodled it. And by the time I check in with you, we'll know what I've decided, right? Because I'll either be driving on the road or we'll be at a rest stop or something and I'll be having my cup of tea. All right. Okay, change of plans. We are in Santa Maria. It's just been bumper to bumper traffic all along Highway 101, which is I've never seen in the 30 odd years that I've lived here. So I'm checking out the Santa Maria Amtrak station to see if that could be a place where I could set up and at least grab some dinner, but maybe even stay there the night. I'm not sure. So anyway, let's check it out and we'll see. I've never been here. I don't know. Let me get my bearings really fast. Okay, so it says it's directly to the left of us. But all I see over there is an IHOP restaurant, which sounds pretty good to me, but that is not what we're looking for. So let me go around the corner here. This happens when you are, traveling around in your Class B and you're exploring. I don't know this area. You don't know this area, probably. So yeah, we're exploring and we're going to try to find where we're supposed to be, and then we'll feel it out. And we'll see, is this someplace that we feel safe, being at. So let's see. So, okay, I don't see any, first of all, I don't see any train tracks. I'm going to turn around. I don't see any train tracks, which is what I should see. No, I don't see a train station. I think this is wrong. All right, I'm going to look it up because this is not a train station, and I will get back to you. All right. I just went into the IHOP restaurant, it was really confusing because the Amtrak website put an address in and it says it's somewhere around here, but there's no train tracks or anything. Apparently it's just like an Amtrak bus stop. So I went in and I asked, I was like, well, where is the station? She said, oh, it's just right on the street. It's that bus stop. That sign, there's not even a shelter there. So I said, well, is there parking for Amtrak? She said, yeah, it's just right out front of the restaurant here. I said, oh, is it overnight? And she said, yeah, it's overnight. So I have to decide if that's what I want to do or not. It's probably okay, but I don't, take a look here. So if you look out the window, see out there? That's a freeway out there. And so I'll be parking right along, that edge there next to the freeway. So it'll be quite noisy. And I just have to decide if that's something that I want to do or not. You know what I might do? I might go over there and just check it out and kind of claim my spot there and see how noisy it is, because my only other option is to drive to Santa Maria, because I'm tired. It's to drive to Santa Barbara, which is another 2 hours away, and I don't know what that traffic looks like, but if it's anything like the 2 hours I just spent, I don't know if I can make it, and it's getting dark. So yeah, that would be my only option, is to go to Santa Barbara, because that Amtrak station I know has overnight parking. But this is the type of stuff you do have to do when you're traveling around in your van, and you just kind of want to have the freedom of going wherever you want to go, whenever you want to go. So let's move over there. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. And I am tired, folks. I am tired, so maybe I need to try to make this work. All right, let's see. Here we go. Ready? Here we go. Hold on to your hats. I don't want you falling over. Oh, you're jiggling. I'm gonna try to go smoothly. Smoothly. But I gotta pay attention to driving, so. Look at that traffic. I don't need to go in that much further. Okay, let's see how it is. Okay. Shut down. Oh wait, you know what? Pull the mirrors in. There we go. Shut down. Alright. Let's see. Okay, well here's our spot. We got a little tree outside. And it's a parking lot. No one's beside us here. That's the IHOP right there. See the IHOP? That's the IHOP. This, technically, where you see that blue light, that is the Amtrak. This is where we're going to be, this is sleeping here. So there is the freeway back there. But we are a little bit lower and it's fairly quiet. So I think as long as no one comes a knocking and bothering me, I'm going to be okay. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to try to get to bed early because I want to get up really early. Okay, all right, let's get dinner going, shall we? Here we go. So, first things first, I need to get the meal kit out. This is the New England style corn chowder. So, here we go. That's it. Okay. And get the salmon. Okay, so let's get our cutting board out. I'm gonna cut right there. How's that? Sorry, this is like, I'm a little cumbersome because my finger is wrapped in a Band-Aid. As you guys know the routine, it's always do a task, clean up. Do a task, clean up. It's just the way you have to do it when you're in a van. I'm gonna put it all in there, that's okay. There we go. All right. Yeah, we'll get a feel for this little location as we're making dinner and as we're eating. There are a lot of cars coming. Well, not a lot. There are enough cars coming into the IHOP, but it's not too bothersome. And I think this is good. Just add these. Yeah, some people don't like to cook in their RV because they don't like the smell, but that's the whole point for me of having an RV is, you know, cooking in it and enjoying it. All right, so I'm gonna put this in here, just crisp it up a little bit. All right, slowly getting there. Let's spread it out so that all the oil gets absorbed. I'm gonna leave some oil in the pan though, because feeling I'm going to fry the salmon. So set that aside. The potatoes are almost ready to go in. I really want to put those in soon because I got to get them off the cutting board. You know what? They're potatoes, for God's sakes. I'm going to stick them in there. One thing is, like when you park here, people are going in and out in front of the van there from the front window, and they look in. It kind of feels like you're in a TV studio with people watching you cook. And I'm sure they see you, you know, you guys here with the camera, they see that set up, and it's all brightly lit in here because I have all the lights on. So it does look like a studio, but and it's probably just weird seeing this black CIA van parked here, someone inside cooking. All right, so the onions are done and separated. Now, coarsely crushed the crackers. Here we go. Okay. Done. Actually, I like the way it's in the plastic, so I just can do it right inside. That's what I mean. These are great for like traveling on the road because everything you need is right here. Okay, so crackers have been coarsely crushed. And then in the mixing bowl, combine the cornstarch, some water, and set aside. So put in the cornstarch. I can do that. I'm just going to use some of this ice water here. It's just 1 teaspoon. Perfect. So I need to just mix that up and set it aside. Okay. We're almost done, believe it or not. You're almost done. You can season it there. Go. The potatoes on low. So basically what we do after this is we let the salmon rest just for a bit until we can pull the skin off. Now, if we were at home, my daughter loves the skin, and I would put it like in the oven. Ooh, look at that. And I would create crispy salmon skin for her. Oh, that looks lovely. That's nice. This looks pretty good. So I'm gonna. Ooh, yeah, those look really good. So I'm gonna call the salmon done. Take a look. Oh, those look good. So we're gonna shut that off. Let that rest for a moment too. Those onions look really nice. I think they're done. Take a look at those onions. They smell as good as they look. Okay, so those are just gonna go now in the pan. Put those in. And we're done with the pan. Those out. I need to add that, it says. Half the bacon. See how the skin's just coming right off? I'm just gonna take that right off. Now, this would be good to make a Japanese salmon skin roll. Ooh, that would be yummy. Mirepoix mix. So put that in there, they say. Oops, didn't cut it enough. Need to put some more water in there. So half the bacon, they said. The other half is garnished, but that's good. Cream base. Oops. That's lovely. It's got a lovely flavor. In there. I haven't stirred it yet. Ooh, it's thickening up nice. Okay. Pepper. Okay, so it looks like clam chowder. Looks really good. Cornstarch mixture. I know many of you know how to cook, but for me, like this is always learning for me. That's what I like about Home Chef. It teaches me. Okay. So instead of it being like clam chowder, it's just going to be salmon chowder. So just flake it in there. I'm supposed to do this like outside of, because it is hot. But I'll break it up with the spatula. I'm gonna have to change my Band-Aid. Okay. All right. And now they want to bring it to a boil. This is the Chesapeake seasoning. Probably give it a little kick. I'm just going to break up the salmon. It's looking good, isn't it? I think this looks fantastic. Break up the salmon a little bit so we don't have too big of chunks in there. Okay. Well, let's go eat. All right, here's the moment of truth. Oh, wow. Wow. Um, those potatoes have just soaked up all the goodness. So they don't taste like potatoes. They taste like this clam chowder. Well, salmon chowder. You know, I've never had it. Clam chowder with salmon, but I'm loving this. This is really yummy. I kind of like it better than clams. It it tastes like clam chowder. It tastes like clam chowder, but with salmon. But it has that kind of clammy clam chowder taste. I think it's that spice that we put in. You guys have to try this. Try it sometime. You saw how I made it. It's super simple. I mean, go pick up some salmon fillets, a few potatoes, onions, some corn, and just throw it in there in the pot with whatever that seasoning was. And that's it. I mean, it was pretty basic. And the cream sauce. Oh, I'm glad we did this for dinner. I was so needing this. I'm not going to be fancy boy. I'm not being fancy boy tonight. I'm being hungry boy tonight. Okie dokie. Second serving. Allow me to finish this, and then I'm going to get the dishes done, and I'll check in with you when the lights are dimmed and ready to call it a night. All right? Thank you so much for joining me for my dinner. You were nice company. Thank you. Well, the dishes are done. They're drying here right beside you. And I took all the trash out. I cleaned the galley. I took all the trash out. So we're all clean and ready to go. I have my little candle set up just to wind down a little bit. And while it is early, I am going to get ready for bed. So I'm going to hit the sack. I am tired. It was a lot of driving. And I'm going to try to get a little bit of rest and then head out early tomorrow morning. We're talking like maybe 3 or 2. There'll be like no traffic on the road, and it's kind of fun sometimes going on a road trip, like in the middle of the night. So that'll be kind of fun. So I'm going to just say goodnight to Gilio and then brush my teeth and get ready for bed. And I will see you guys bright and early in the morning. All right, bye.